So these are the dry ingredients for making Pandesal, a Filipino bread. One kilogram of flour, about 4.25 cups. One cup of white sugar. A little bit of salt, 13 grams or about 2.5 teaspoons. Three teaspoons of yeast, which is I'm gonna add later on. I have to get the yeast. So there's three things plus the yeast. I will try to mix it by hand manually or by mixing it with a hand mixer. And the breadcrumb that is here will be for after an hour when the mixture is done, before going into the oven. It basically is used for just coating the bread. So that's about 1 cup there. So now we're gonna go to the liquid ingredients, which is the second group of ingredients we're going to add after all this dry ingredients: flour, the white sugar, the yeast, and a pinch of salt, or 2.5 tablespoons of salt, are all mixed in. Then we're gonna add the liquid ingredients. So this is our liquid ingredients that we're going to add after the dry ingredients are all being mixed. We have fresh milk, half a liter of fresh milk, which is about 2.15 cups, and it's lukewarm. So basically just put it in the microwave in a Pyrex or microwavable dish. Then we have 1 egg. So we just put in 1 egg. I'm gonna mix that, pre-mix it before mixing it into the whole ingredients. We have water, 1 cup of warm water. So you just run the water in warm, and you get 1 cup to add in the mixture, or you can boil it, it's up to you. And then we have butter, using 1/2 of the butter. The butter here is 454 grams, so we only need 250 grams. So I just cut it in half and melted it in the microwave. So that's the melted butter we're going to use. And again, put it in a Pyrex glass or microwavable dish before putting it in the microwave to warm it. So all of this liquid ingredients and dry ingredient are all going to get mixed, and we'll let them sit for 1 hour after mixing, and then we put each dough portion, which is a circular dough, little portions with a coated breadcrumb before putting it into this baking sheet, which basically I just put parchment paper. So we're gonna put it there. So this is the dry mixture and the liquid mixture. So as you've seen, the dry mixture is the 4.25 cups or 1 kilogram of flour, 1 cup of white sugar, 3 teaspoons of yeast, and a pinch of salt or 2.5 teaspoon of salt. Moving on to the liquid ingredient, that's 1/2 liter of fresh milk, which is lukewarm, 1 cup of warm water, 250 grams of melted butter, and 1 egg. So that's the two. I'm gonna mix them more and then mix them together and let it sit for 1 hour to rise, and then put it in the oven at 340 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes. All right. So I'm gonna continue mixing this with a chopstick. Did you hear the sound? Yeah, until it's done. So it looks like it is ready, and I will cover it so that it will rise, but the dough will rise, and I'll let it sit for 1 hour before putting it in the oven, or before putting in the breadcrumb and into the oven. Okay, there I go. And then we're going to preheat the oven and set the oven for 340 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius, and put the raw product, the dough, the raw Pandesal, into the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then it will be done. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's get started. So 1 hour is done. It has overflown. As you see, it rise, and my bowl was too small for the mixture that I made. So anyway, I'm going to start kneading into small little bowls and coating it with the breadcrumbs here, and putting it in the sheet and preheating the oven and into the oven. So let me do that now. So I'm almost done, and I preheated the oven at 340 degrees Fahrenheit. So far I've made 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I believe I can make 3 of this. That would be 18. So I definitely need another pan, and I can put them all together in the oven, the 18 buns, for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so let's see. So I guess I can put this like this. So it's spaced. Okay. Hi, so I prepped the second baking sheet, and I use parchment paper for baking so it doesn't stick. And I need to continue the second batch, and the oven is already preheated. So let me do that. So I decided to make another third pan because there's more. So, and I put 8 in the first one, and there's gonna be 8 on the second one, and 6 on the third one. So now we're going to put it in the oven. Let's put this 8 with a special bowl in there. And then this. So the 6 will be later after this is cooked for 10 to 12 minutes, and 9 minutes I'm going to add special cheese on top of it, and then let it stay there for 1 minute or 2, and then I'll be done. So I decided to add a couple more minutes because I put it in for 10 minutes and it seems that it wasn't done yet, so I extended it for 2 more minutes to 12 minutes, and it wasn't fully done, it wasn't browning the top. So then I added 3 more minutes, which is 15 minutes altogether, and looks good. So I'll take this out. And we'll put some cheese while it's still hot. So it just melts there. It would be good to actually have this melted. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven. Then take the other one. Cheese. So this is my take on Pandesal with cheese. As my husband said, put cheese on it. And this is my very first time making a dough and a bread in my lifetime. We'll give 1 more minute. put this as our second batch for 15 minutes and then put cheese and 1 more minute and then we'll be done. So 40 seconds and it will be done. Alright, it's done. Oh, I can smell the cheese. It smells so good. So now let it sit for a minute, and I put in 6 more, second batch for 15 minutes now, and then 1 more minute for the cheese to melt. And there we go, Pandesal with cheese, and this is the special one I made. So I don't waste any of it.
Good first attempt.
Yeah, it is dense. So maybe I need to adjust.
No, just check different recipes, see what others do.
Maybe it's the mixture. Well, it's my first try. How is it?
Yummy.
There's more cheese.
It's more cheese. We don't have much cheese.
No, it fell off.
Oh, because